the meeting to order. Board of Police Commissioners meeting, 299 Page Boulevard, Wednesday, October 9th, 2024, 4:30 p.m. This meeting is being recorded, and the meeting is being audio and video recorded and will be broadcast on Focus Springfield. Roll call attendance, Commissioner Birdie.
Here.
Commissioner Fernandez.
Here.
Commissioner Jackson.
Here.
Commissioner Roldan.
Here.
Commissioner Chinese.
Here. All right, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance. We got it going.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
The United States of America.
and to the republic for which it stands,
One nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and
justice for all.
Hey, ball, yeah. Oh, need the national anthem for that one. All right. Could I get a motion instead, so we could go a little bit out of, off the agenda?
So moved.
Have the superintendent speak if he has anything? I'm-
Just here to greet everyone and say hello. I don't really have any
Okay.
agenda here, except I do want to make sure that Commissioner Jackson does have his bling.
Thank you, sir.
He has a lot of bling anyways, Commissioner Jackson, thank you.
Thank you.
He has a lot of bling anyways.
Thanks.
Yeah,
So those are the,
thank
you
you.
asked me for the sizes,
Perfect.
and not this size.
That's-
The size that you
This is
Thank you.
perfect.
had, and
Thank
that's
you.
I'm an old guy, that'd be too heavy for me anyways. No.
Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
And so, I try to make these whenever I can, but as you all know, I'm pretty busy these days, so
I don't want that.
I wanted to give you my time because, there may be some questions that you may have of me, and whatever I can answer for you, that's what I'll do. I don't get a chance to get with you that often, so if you have any questions, I can answer them for you. Fire away.
Well, we had a good training last week, so we learned a lot, so I have no questions.
Thank you for your patience.
Exactly. Thank you for your patience.
I'm good. You got,
I'm certainly glad about the training,
Yeah.
That's, DOJ is all over that. And, we're trying to, I think we're making good progress with the Department of Justice and the compliance evaluation team, so, and, your board is a big part of that. So if we can't get the training to you and you can't get the training, then that's gonna hinder the process also, so I'm glad that, we're starting to move forward on training and everything else, so that's a good thing. Is there anything that you would need from me? I mean, is there something that you had in mind that maybe anything at all?
I think everybody's working towards that. We've been spoken to by everybody who's setting it up. My understanding is to start, was it November or December they were gonna start? Kara had said
I think there's training starting in November.
November, okay. Yeah, we have it, we have the dates, they give us the dates. Could I ask one thing? Just, I'm being more nosy than anything. How's it look for the new academy class? Are we getting there with recruits?
We are. I mean, I can't give you an exact number
No, I
now
don't-
because we're
yeah, I
still in the background and interview process, but I'm hoping to put in at least 70 people, which is probably more than we put in
That's good.
since I can remember being
Yeah.
on the job.
That's
But
great.
that all depends on many factors, But right now, we had 50 vacancies approved. I've gone to the mayor, he agreed me to go to at least 70, and if we get a few more people, then I'm gonna go back to them again, because we're actually down about 50 right now, and just putting in another 50 does us no good. It just brings us right to level, and we have other people that are retiring within the next month or two.
Beautiful.
So what we're trying to do is bring it above where we were supposed to be, because through attrition and just resignation, we're not gonna have a full team if we just go right to the 50.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, we're pushing for minimum 70, and if if I can beg for 10 more after that, if we get it, and that's what we'll do. You know, I don't know if that'll work, but, it's, you know, it's been a long time since we've had a waiting list
Yeah.
to get on the job. You know, and if I can start to establish a waiting list, and if we can go to the Western Mass facility or any of the other local departments' facilities for training and go through their academy, just to get people through, then that's what I'm gonna do.
I do have one question. I think a couple years ago, we talked about mental health for the officers program. Is that in place? And it is, how's it going?
Well, we've always had a peer-to-peer program, but now we're establishing a new peer-to-peer.
Yeah.
We're bringing in some different officers, because I spoke to a few people about that. And, you know, there was some concern about maybe the age of some people that were peer-to-peer, and maybe some of the younger officers didn't feel comfortable maybe speaking to people. They wanted some people that were more their age and maybe understand them a little bit better. So that's what we've done. And Sergeant Jamie Bruno, along with others, have really started ramping that up. So they're going to some training and stuff now. So
Good.
yeah, we do have that, and
Cool.
we do the best we can. I think that's very important.
Yeah.
Is to have that the wellness program in place. And, you know, we're not just gonna sit there and stop there. There's other things that are out there that, you know, could help us as a department, and I'm looking into all avenues, you know.
Yeah. I like to champion that because you guys do go through a lot. I mean, out there, the other day I was driving by and, oh my God, you guys go through a lot. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna describe what I saw, but poor officer. I mean, so I know you guys go through a lot, so I wanna make sure that you do get that mental health, that time to peer-to-peer, whatever how you wanna, you know, create it for them to let some stress go. And it'd be great to see that more.
No,
So,
absolutely,
yeah.
yeah, absolutely. You know, like I said, I'm trying to push that as well as other people in their positions. They're trying to push it, because we see, I mean, we see a lot of times where we are losing people,
Yeah.
you know, to that, you know.
Mhm.
So we want to try to, if you say nip it in the bud before that happens, that's what we want to do, you know. And if you can't continue on this job, then you just have to move on. But we'd like to do whatever we can to make sure that that doesn't happen.
That was good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Anybody have anything else?
May I add a note? Just keeping in mind wellness. It's my understanding that Springfield College will be working with the recruits to get them prepared to avoid injury and to sustain wellness throughout the academy, so we don't lose them in the academy due to injury.
Physical.
That's a wonderful thing.
I just had a meeting with Chief Terabacci the other day. He was in my office and we were speaking,
Excellent.
you know, and I even told him that maybe I'd even get involved and do some stretching and everything.
It does make a difference.
You know, I know it does. And, so we're actually working a program for me, so.
All right, great.
And absolutely, yes, that's what we want to do. Every recruit that comes through, and anyone that would like it even at the department, in our gym, he said that he would try to reach out and try to send someone even up to our department,
Yep.
up to our station,
Yep.
to help people that maybe want to work out and just teach them the better ways to do it.
I know the athletic trainers there would be more than willing to volunteer their time.
Well, and trainers would be the best thing going, I guess, you know what I mean? And if they know what they're doing, that's what they go to school for, you know? So I think it would be something that would help them towards the credits and, you know.
That's exactly it, yeah.
At the same time, yeah.
Yep.
I'm open arms to that.
Okay, thank you.
Good.
Anything else? Thank you.
Good stuff.
Very light lifting today. That's what we wanted. All right. Could we get into the approval of the prior minutes?
Brother Chair, I make a motion to accept the minutes as written, the last meeting.
I'll second.
Lynn?
This is to approve the minutes from 9/11/24.
Yes.
Commissioner Fernandez?
Yes.
Commissioner Jackson?
Yes.
Commissioner Birdie?
Yes.
Commissioner Roldan?
Yes.
Commissioner Trangese?
Yes. All right. Any new business that anybody wants to bring
Mr.
up?
Chair, I have two items. Sort of celebratory, I guess. From NACOL, we have this certificate, and I just wondered if we could post it somewhere. It just says, Certificate of Membership, Board of Police Commissioners, National Association of Civilian Oversight of Law Enforcement. I mean, it's in the folder here, but I don't know if we could put it in a frame and put it somewhere.
No,
I could get it posted on the website.
Okay. All right.
he's looking at posted somewhere here. so,
Because that
on the
was
wall.
more training DOJ should be happy about.
Yeah.
Because they have a lot of,
We've got.
they have a lot of courses,
It's,
so.
it's good stuff.
Sarge, we could put it in your office, hang on the wall,
In my office?
Yeah.
Maybe find a spot out here so
Yeah.
that we
where people will see it,
There you
okay.
go.
Yeah, where does the DOJ spend a lot of time? Okay.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
No,
It's
no,
everywhere.
See, what you're talking about it. All right.
They're all over.
And the second part of that is, they want to know our titles and, our address. So can we use 299 Page Boulevard as our location
Yeah, I mean,
instead of 130 Pearl Street?
it's okay with us, okay with me. We meet here all the time anyway, right? Just,
Okay, and then
yeah.
last thing, is it okay if I add your name to their membership list?
Because he's,
More than happy.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's
All right.
fine.
Then it's official. Thank you.
thank you. Nice and easy. And
Superintendent, I see you in the paper about the contract with the supervisors,
Yes,
what's happening with that?
they ratified it last night, or
Oh.
Monday night, I believe it was.
Good.
And so that's, city council passed it, and it should be coming to effect any day.
So the time is still the same, like 120 days, that's what they're saying? For the
they
hearing?
could tell you.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what was in it, but
He could tell.
Yeah.
He could tell.
For the
As
hearing.
the vice president of the Supervisors
Supervisors.
Association. Yeah, it's 120 days now for supervisors. Any disciplinary hearings can be recorded.
Audio and video.
Audio and video recorded.
But it's a
Talked about that.
supervisor as the suspect, yeah,
Yeah.
the subject officer.
Yeah, the biggest thing is there was some disparity between the patrolman's contract and the
Yeah.
supervisor's contract.
Right.
A lot, some of the DOJ stuff, we are now, as we wanted, up for, everything's agreed
Even,
to.
yeah.
So we're ready to move forward with like 15 investigations and everything. So there's no,
Beautiful.
we're on an even level playing field with the patrolman.
Okay.
So now it's just moving full steam ahead.
May I ask another question? What's the matrix, or the matrices? Any movement on that?
But
That is a work in progress
Okay.
currently. So,
So-
to prevent it from going to collective bargaining, it's just gonna be making it easier, really. It's boiling it down to make it much more easier to understand and
Thank you.
implement.
Good, excellent.
Both unions are working on that. We have a committee, there's members from both unions as well as the unit that's working on all the new policies and all that stuff.
So the current matrices is in effect for?
It is in full effect,
Okay,
yes, sir.
thank you.
And what they're talking about working on it, I mean, it's probably not gonna really change it much, it's gonna make it easier to.
Understand?
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Translated, yes.
Yeah.
sir.
That's what we
When I
want.
first looked at it, I actually asked for that to happen too, because when I first looked at it, I was like, am I silly, or am I just, I just don't understand this,
Yeah.
but now, after I've been educated on it, or, taught exactly how to read it, it's okay for me, but it still could make it a little easier.
Yes, thank you.
And there's a lot of, chefs in the kitchen for that with the DOJ, the unions, keeping up with policy. So again, we're trying to change it, but not so much that we have to bargain again.
How much,
No, go ahead.
how much longer is the DOJ and stuff gonna be here?
Well, I don't know, because if you look, I mean, it's always a minimum, it was a minimum 5 years, that's what was the agreement was, but there's a 3-year compliance agreement to where after the 3rd year, if they feel that we've done everything that we're supposed to do, then we go into the compliance phase for another 2 years. And what the compliance phase is just making sure that we continue to carry out all of the things that were put in place during the compliance, towards us working the agreement. You look at most places, that never happens. They never get out, but I told our settlement agreement unit that we're full steam ahead, and whatever they need, we're gonna do it, whatever we can do. We have issues with collective bargaining and just mass law itself, which they sometimes don't understand. So there's not a lot of things but we're on point. We're where we should be at this point. We've already tackled all of the hurdles that they put in front of us. And unless they, as far as I'm concerned, unless they move the goalposts, I think we should be kicking field goals by the end of April.
Excellent.
You know, so we'll see what happens there. I think, you know, I'm quite sure that's what every other police department that was under the consent decree said also. But I have had talks with them, and they did assure me that they're not trying to stay here any longer than they have to. And my question was, and why have you been in all these other places? They said those places had far many more issues, and they're far larger departments. So I'm gonna take them for their word, and, you know, we'll see. Unless something crucial happens within the next several months, I think we'll be going into the compliance stage.
Thank you.
So there's a date out there that they might have already that they're looking to apply for all that work that we're doing with your stuff as well, right?
Correct. Yep. You know, again, we're full steam ahead. We're doing everything they ask, but it's, you know, it's tweaking like the matrix. We have to make sure that we're in compliance with what they want and with collective bargaining and everything else. So it's a lot of cooks in the kitchen, but we've kind of figured out the recipe, if you will, to kind of make sure everyone's happy. We know what they're looking for, and that settlement, you know, agreement unit is full steam. I mean, those guys are writing policy every day and working hard, so we're in great shape.
And I just put another person in there to help them out, you know.
Okay,
Everybody
nice.
don't have, but they're in there just to try to help it out so we can make sure that we get all the bases covered.
Beautiful.
No?
Is there anything else with new business, or can we move on to old business?
We good?
I just had one thing on old business. I wanted to ask about our letterhead. Where are we on that?
Yes,
And-
it should be ordered this week.
Okay, and the reason I'm bringing it up, it's a good example of why I'd like to see us have it, is we had the post commissioner in this last meeting. It would've been nice to have, you know, just sent off a little letter from the board thanking him for coming and explaining things. That's the reason we can use something like that, where all the commissioners could sign it and send it. And I'm sure he'd like that, because it'd make them look good for coming out, but it'd be
Commissioner, would
be
you
good
like
for us.
cards, little cards made that you could mail out from the board?
You can do that, too.
I never thought about it, to be honest with you.
We did talk about it one time, but we never did it, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, we can look at that.
just for something like that, and, you know, it's a nice gesture, so
It's good.
we appreciate it, and also, you know, puts us on that, you know, we had him here, and he went over everything, even though you have it in the records. All right, that's the only thing I had was about that.
One last quick, could we get a reminder about the trainings again?
Yeah, have
Dates.
the dates sent to us again, once they're,
We haven't known the dates.
Okay.
Here today, so
Okay.
we've been trying to touch base for the last couple of days, but we'll touch base with hopefully tomorrow.
yeah, because we had given them.
With that said, I thought so. With that said, could we email whoever, or maybe Lynn, our vacation dates, so it won't interfere with all the training?
I think somebody already asked us that.
That's it.
I mentioned last time, but,
I'll be here.
No, but we got an email saying, can you please let us know any vacations between now and
yeah, no.
next year? I don't know if it was you, McCoy, wasn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
It wasn't, didn't run into the summer, so it was good.
All right, okay. That was it.
We
Any,
have a meeting tomorrow night as well?
yeah, I was gonna say that. We have a hearing tomorrow night, so
Want to make sure everybody knows.
it could be a long hearing, so make sure everybody's set up for it. I will bring, I have the manual, and I condensed it on how the hearing's gonna be run, because we're gonna have an attorney that hasn't been before us for a hearing, so I wanna make sure he understands the whole thing before we start. That's the only thing we'll do any different, because usually the attorney that's here already understands how the hearing process is. That way there won't be any problems about how it was done. Is that agreeable with everybody? Is there? Okay.
Sure.
It's very short. It'll be 5 minutes. I can read what he needs to know. Any other old business?
No,
Good.
It's a nice quick meeting.
Well, I entertain a motion for adjournment.
There we go.
Second?
Third?
This is to adjourn the meeting at 4:50 PM. Commissioner Fernandez?
Yes.
Commissioner Jackson?
Yes.
Commissioner Birdie?
Yes.
Commissioner Rodan?
Yes.
Commissioner Tranizzi?
Yes.